What's up, guys? What we're going to be talking about today is The Last Jedi trailer. I'm going to be taking a step-by-step analysis of this trailer and saying what I think about it. Alright, let's get into it.
When I found you, I saw raw, untamed power.
Alright, so our first shots, we see Kylo standing on that ledge, looking at all the AT-ATs, and some of them might be like AT-AT gorillas. And the shadow Kylo Ren casts on the floor, it reminds me of Anakin. Like, Kylo Ren standing there doesn't really remind me of Anakin. The shadow does more. I don't really know why. And in the next shot, it shows the AT-AT gorillas actually walking. And you can see the original AT-ATs in the middle of this shot. And they're so much smaller than the gorilla AT-ATs. And the reason they're called gorilla AT-ATs is because when they step, their hands go like this, just like a gorilla walks. We have the next shot, Kylo Ren walking behind Imperial troops. It reminds me of the scene from Revenge of the Sith because it shows Anakin walking with the clones behind him. And he's just walking. Except for that shot is sideways, this shot is straight. I like both those shots.
And beyond that, something truly special.
So our next shot is Kylo. He's got the red background right next to him, and then it shows him pick up the lightsaber, and you can see that it's the dual-wield lightsaber with the sabers coming out of the ends. And this lightsaber looks like a newer model because the lightsaber Kylo Ren has in The Force Awakens, it doesn't look like this one. It's similar, but there's different qualities to it. And there's a voiceover of Snoke saying that when he first found Kylo, that he looked like he had potential, but he was something truly special, which I don't think he was talking to Kylo. I actually think he was talking to Rey, and that the trailer is misdirecting us. And our next shot is Rey turning on her lightsaber.
Something inside me has always been there. But now it's awake. And I need help.
Then our next shot is this bird's eye view of Ahch-To. It's the island that Luke is on. And I love this shot. It shows like the waves crashing up the side. It's an amazing shot. And then it shows Rey give Luke the lightsaber. I don't really like how they put this in the trailer. I mean, I liked the shot, but I don't like how they put it in the trailer. I think that was meant to be seen for like the first time in theaters while watching the movie. I feel like they should have left that out of the trailer. Because people have been talking about Rey giving Luke the lightsaber since The Force Awakens. And The Force Awakens ended when Rey was holding up her lightsaber like this. And so people have been talking about that scene, waiting for it, and I feel like they should have just left it for the movie. Because then it would be like, oh, I've been waiting so long for this, now I get to see it in theaters. But then they put it in the trailer, it kind of just ruins it. I feel like this sentence that Rey says right here and the last sentence of the trailer are connected. I'll get to that. And then it shows Rey walking up to this like wooden shack or something. I don't know what it is. I don't know if Luke lives there. I don't know. But there's like 4 books, and I'm wondering where this is. But I don't know. It might be like Luke's house. Because I heard rumors that he's living in like a wooden shack. Because there was leaked footage of a bird's eye view of Ahch-To on set. And there was like a wooden shack. So I don't know if this is what it is. I'm just guessing. And then it shows Rey swinging right into this stone. I love these 3 shots because it shows her process. And they're such cool shots. And she stopped right in time. You have to be like super accurate to do that.
I've seen this raw strength only once before. It didn't scare me enough then. It does now.
And then it shows Rey break the ground when she's like meditating or something. And then the next part is Luke saying, I've seen this strength before, but it didn't scare me enough then, but it does now. And him saying this is talking about Kylo before, how Kylo had this strength and he turned to the dark side, and Luke was training him, so Luke feels like it's his fault, and he doesn't want the same thing to happen with Rey. So he's scared and he's worried. Then we get this scene with Luke's hand coming out of this rubble of wood, and I think that's when the Jedi Temple was destroyed. And then it shows Luke kneel next to R2-D2. I think Kylo walking with his Imperial troops behind him in the bird's eye view and his hand coming out are probably some of the coolest shots of this trailer. And also when Finn fights Captain Phasma later in this trailer, and I'll get to that.
Let the past die. Kill it. If you have to. That's the only way to become what you were meant to be.
Then it shows Kylo destroy his helmet, and in the first Last Jedi trailer, it showed Kylo's helmet in rubble. And then we have a voiceover of Kylo saying, let the past die. And then it shows him flying. I think he's a very good pilot. He was swerving in and out. And then it shows Leia's face, and he's about to press the button to shoot. And it shows Kylo's face in doubt. And then it shows Leia's face. And I feel like this voiceover of Kylo saying, let the past die, and then he says, kill it, right before he's about to press the button, and it shows Leia. I feel like this is misdirection that's showing Kylo's gonna kill Leia. There are basically three options of what this scene could be. Kylo kills Leia, or the people who edited this video chopped up a bunch of scenes and made it look like he's gonna kill Leia. And option 3 is Kylo is about to press the button, but doubts himself and doesn't. Maybe Star Wars is just tricking us. Maybe she actually does die, or maybe Kylo is about to kill her, but he doubts it. And then after he says kill it, it says, if you have to. It's the only way to become what you were meant to be. And this is basically, I think this is saying that Kylo has to kill Leia to prove that he is full dark side. And this will be such a pivotal moment in Star Wars The Last Jedi, because if he doesn't kill her, then that means that he's not full dark side, so there's still a chance of him turning good. But I agree, chances are slim, because he killed Han Solo, his dad, which I don't know how you come back from that, but maybe that he's able to. We'll see.
We are the spark that'll light the fire that'll burn the First Order down. Come on!
Then we get a shot of the Millennium Falcon flying and bullets chasing after it. And I love this shot. I love the crystals in, I don't know where they are. This shot reminds me of the Return of the Jedi when they're flying the Millennium Falcon out of the Death Star. And when they get out, it blows up behind them. Then we get a shot of Chewbacca and the new Porg creature that were on Ahch-To. And fun fact, I remember about a year ago when I was researching Star Wars The Last Jedi, like facts about it, I found out that on Skellig Michael, where they filmed Ahch-To, the island where Luke lives, on Skellig Michael they have these creatures called puffins, and these puffins inspired them to make the porgs. The porg reminds me of like a penguin mixed with a seal, and they have like really sharp teeth. Then we have another one of my favorite shots from this trailer. Is first Captain Phasma pulling out this like sword type thing. I don't know what it is. And then you see Finn in an Imperial costume. And later in the trailer, it shows Finn walking behind stormtroopers in this costume. And I feel like he's going to sneak onto their base. And this is part of that scene. And Finn's weapon is the weapon used by TR-8R when Finn fought TR-8R. If you remember that from The Force Awakens. That was one of my favorite scenes from The Force Awakens. And this shot of Finn and Captain Phasma fighting is so cool. I love how there's sparks in the background showing like this place that they're in is like blowing up. And then it shows Finn reflecting off Captain Phasma's armor and I really like this shot, and like the reflection of Finn's weapon going onto Captain Phasma's helmet.
This is not going to go the way you think. Fulfill your destiny.
We have a shot of our space battle and BB-8, and then we have Luke laying on a rock, and he's saying, "This is not going to go the way you think." And I feel like this reminds me of the vision Rey had in The Force Awakens. So I feel like these two scenes are going to connect, and it's going to elaborate more on Rey's vision in The Force Awakens. And I love this shot of the big door closing and the fox ice creatures running up, and then it shows Leia in this big like coat, and Leia was wearing this coat in a photo that Disney released to us about a month or two ago. And then it shows Rey diving into the water and her getting out. Then it cuts to Luke in front of Rey, and there's like fog under her, and I'm wondering if this is on Ashto. And then it shows Finn, as I said before, walking with his Imperial uniform. And then it shows Crate, which is this planet that has like salt on top of this red dirt. And in the first trailer, it shows the ships coming down and then like skidding on the ground, and it shows the red flying up. And then it shows this TIE fighter flying into the ground in like red dirt flying up, and I really like this shot. This is my favorite shot of the trailer out of all the other ones. And then we finally get a look at Snoke. He looks great. The CGI looks great. I think they got everything right. And he's wearing these gold clothes. And in the next shot, it shows Rey being tortured. So I think Snoke is torturing Rey, because you can see Snoke afar.
I need someone to show me my place in all this.
And then we get the shot of Rey saying, "I need someone to show me my place in all this." And Kylo holds out his hand. And I think that this is misdirection. I really hope that Rey turns bad. I really want her to. And a theory that I would like to happen, that Rey is Darth Sidious's granddaughter. I really want that to happen. I feel like that's the best scenario. I don't know why. It just really stuck with me out of all the theories out there. And I really liked it. And two things I noticed that this could be misdirection is that they look like they're standing in front of an orange light. Or like, it looks like they're standing in front of like a fire. And Rey's face is much more illuminated, which means she has to be closer to it. And Kylo's is not as much illuminated. So I feel like these scenes are chopped, and that he doesn't actually hold out his hand to her. And this is just misdirection. Though I really want her to turn bad, I feel like they wouldn't have put this in the trailer if she does. So that's my breakdown of The Last Jedi trailer. And please check out my website. The link is right here, and it's down in the description. So please check my website out, and please subscribe. I will probably make more Star Wars videos. I'll probably make a review of Star Wars The Last Jedi when it comes out, and I'll tell you my thoughts on it, and please join in for then. I will be posting more movies. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.